Hello there. Yeah, early afternoon review. We got 2 episodes of Ramen to get through, so let's get through them. Okay, we now finally get a race that actually has a beginning, middle, and end with a full resolution. The martial arts delivery girl race. I have to commend the writers, the production team at Studio Mappa. They actually decided to fully adapt the comic version of the race. They actually did quite a good job at it too. There are elements that I kind of remember Cologne being there, but not really doing too much. Then I looked back and noticed the involvement was pretty much accurate. Now in this scene, I do like the fact that Kuno, the actor's having a load of fun with this one. Let's face it, both actors are having a load of fun with this one, both the English and Japanese dubs. They're only given a couple minutes of screen time, but wow, they really live in that screen time. And Shampoo was quite aggressive in the race. I feel bad that the pizza delivery person was taken out. I thought it would be kind of funny if you found out that she's actually making a legitimate delivery. I thought that would have definitely made the, if you added that in, I think it would have been a lot of fun, made pretty funny. Sorry about the bouncing and some of the movements. It's a problem when you record during the middle of the day. See some other things that are really great. Shampoo's attack was very manga specific, and once again done pretty well. I do love the fact how Kuno gets very picky. I also love the fact he objects to the fact his house is being used for the finish line. I mean, this kind of break into his house. The guy's quite wealthy, and I wouldn't blame any wealthy person. They want to be very private. Also, find it interesting the fact he didn't call the police, which he probably should have. Then again, this is Ranma. Nobody ever calls the police. Police service is a no-no in this universe. You got to handle everything yourself. Okay, let's get some of the other funnier spots. Let's see here. I do love the fact that Kuno gets a lot more interaction with Shampoo, considering in the manga as well as the anime, he barely ever interacts with her. And the anime here actually gives him a little more interaction between the two. They should tell you, they were also in 2 movies together and actually didn't even speak a word to each other in either of them, the 2 movies. Also should be noted that Kuno has shown signs of affection towards Ukyo only in the original anime. But once again, never really interacts with her. Finally, we get to see one of Ranma's suitors interact with Kuno. And it was great. Feel bad. Akane Tendo's dynasty is finally over. Her evil empire. The New England Patriots empire collapsed back in the early 2000s. The Yankees' evil empire collapsed in the mid-2000s. The Dallas Cowboys' evil empire collapsed in the 1990s, the middle of the decade. Palpatine's evil empire collapsed in the middle of the Return of the Jedi. And now Akane Tendo's dynasty finally came to an end. And it is interesting thinking about the fact that Akane actually won a race. Because, in the original anime, she's, for all intents and purposes, a klutz. To be fair, the manga, she's also a klutz, but this is one of the few times she's not. She's actually quite competent. Although it is kind of sad to come to the realization that Akane will now, for all intents and purposes, be considered pretty much useless. Also, the other funny part is obviously when Ranma finally feeds the ramen to Kuno, that, the ramen got put in his pond, retaining pond, which had fish and turtles crawling in and out of it, and feeds it to him. And Kuno, doesn't really matter. The fact there's algae in it. By the way, if you eat blue-green algae, you're going to get diarrhea. The more you know, right? Once again, I really do appreciate the writers, the fact they adapted this. Now, what about the original anime? The original anime actually did adapt a version of this. However, their version really goes away from Romako Takahashi's original works. They literally came out with their own. They literally came with the idea that, yes, we could do a better job at this. This might be one of the few cases where they were actually correct. Yes, the anime actually outdid the manga. And I'll tell you the reason why. First off, the episode, the martial arts delivery race, in the original anime, other than having two pretty good original characters, it also demonstrated just how much of a terrible father Genma really is. It's one of the funniest moments. The fact that he goes up to Mr. Daikoku, the original character, and Mr. Daikoku's like, would you give me the sun off your back, for this fish and some rice? And he goes no idiot would do this. Then 5 seconds later, Genma's offering Ranma with him looking completely shocked. That was the second funniest point of that episode. The funniest is when he retells the story to Ranma, and at the end, Ranma's like, you sold me for 2 fish? And Genma with a shit-eating smile goes in there, and don't forget, you're doing 2 pickles. Somehow the pickles makes it better. Sorry, I had to laugh. It is a funny memory. It's one of the best episodes of the original series. By the way, as I said, in the anime, Shampoo is not involved. In fact, she's still in China at the time period that the episode takes place. And they replace her with an original character named Kaori Daikoku, who is voiced by the same voice actress as Bulma from Dragon Ball Z, as well as Ukyo Kawonji's original voice actress. Just pulling her up right now. Yeah, the original voice actress. I feel bad too, because she fell in some hard times. Hiromi Suru. It's one of the few times that, this person put in a lot of effort to really make Bulma and Ukyo very well portrayed. And, her efforts were superb, I'll say. And it's sad we had to lose her at an early age to depression. It still hurts. Anyway, she does an excellent job in the episode, being Kaori. And that's the funny part. Shampoo's attack was later changed to the Ramen Roundup Noodle Noose. One of the best attacks in Ranma. I just love it. She takes the noodles out and just throws it at Akane with her noose around her neck. And obviously, the more she struggles, the more like any noose, it Titans. My favorite part about it is, where did you get all the noodles from? It just looks like a normal bowl of ramen. That noodle noose is at least almost 4 yards, if not 5. It's almost like those the noodle noose could actually be used to measure a first down in American football. Once again, I think I can tell you, the original anime, it's one of the best episodes. So if you go out there, please watch it. And yeah, unfortunately, it is better than the episode we got in the Netflix series, which ends up leading to me my next problem. Yeah, he's here. This is a character I truly despise. I am not a fan of Hafasai in any way, shape, and or form. He seems to me like Master Roshi done completely wrong. Yeah, Master Roshi, the perverted master from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Okay, how about let's take out any bit of likability and turn him into a complete rapist pedophile, who, by the way, is supremely overpowering. That's the other thing I don't like about Hafasai. He's excessively overpowering. And the moments you think he would be useful, he's not. He's 100% useless to the characters and we're achieving any goal. And always acts as an antagonist. But never like an antagonist you'd want to go out and defeat. It's done both in the anime and the manga. And that's also the reason why he generally disappears further down the manga as you read it. He's not very well liked. Although the anime put him up as the mascot of the series. I don't know why creepy old man became the mascot. Why people like creepy old guy? I mean, Family Guy phased out their creepy old guy. I do have to thank the people at Studio Mappa that they took 3 of the most annoying storylines from Hapasai and combined in one episode just so we can get it over with. There's Hapasai's introduction, Hapasai nearly raping Akane, and of course, Ranma being kicked out of the house because Hapasai is being excessively obnoxious. Oh, and the girl away. Yeah, I don't like any of those episodes from the original anime. I don't like it. I did read it and then kind of skipped over any and pretty much refused to read any of them in the manga. So yeah, these are not relatively good storylines. Once again, Hapasai really kind of hurts everything. It's not he's just terribly everything about him. So everything with Down was just done wrong. He's way too creepy. He's way too perverted. He's way too overpaid. I mean, yeah, he does have 2 weaknesses that this anime did bring up. First off, he depends heavily on seeing naked girls. And 2, you want to really defeat him? Show him a naked picture and plop him on the head while he's distracted. Give him CTE. Now, it should be noted that in the Hapasai, I mean, yeah, they did a great job really combining these episodes, considering they don't actually happen in the same time period in the manga. Like the fact that he dresses up like Ryoga and then tries to rape Akane. I'm sorry, you learned that thing. You're trying to rape someone. And you know where pressure points to knock a lady out. You belong in prison if you know that. There is no reason for that to happen. and the fact that he knocked her out and brought her into his room. No, yeah, there's no way you can make that any better and less creepy than it was. Homicide for all intents and purposes is a rapist. This episode did not change anything. And there's really no way to change it, to alter it. Now, like everything, yeah, Akane moves in her sleep. By the way, this will never be brought up again, either in the manga or the anime. Because, whenever they show Akane from here on out, she's sleeping quite quite peacefully unless Ranma comes by. At that point, she will grab Ranma. It doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I mean, the fact she's moving as much as she does in her sleep is kind of contradicted the rest of the time she'll be present. As for the girl away, yeah, it's pretty much done the same way in every form of the anime. Akane puts up her terrible pig dog on Hapasai after Ramen gets kicked out of the house. It does backfire because, a local rainstorm comes in, puts water on Ranma, turning him into a girl. And, the girl away works because the scent off it is very repulsive to women. And since when you're a woman, you generally don't want to be around. And yeah, Ranma is basically teary-eyed and eventually rips it off his cloak. And yeah, it is funny that Ranma does actually apologize for it. And yet, Hapasai, is that petty. And he still wants revenge. Even after Ranma says, look, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I'm a terrible human being. And yeah, Hapasai is that petty. Oh, and the fact that when you do the key attack of growing it to supersize, you're virtually useless. I do love the fact that when Genma does that, it's like, oh no, I have nothing really planned here. And this is taking up almost all my energy instead of Hapasai. This one actually did a better job than the original anime with this one. There's really nothing you can do about Hapasai. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird. They did a great job in adapting both these storylines. And sadly, one of them was just beaten out because the original anime decided to go rogue and come with something even better. As for Hapasai, I really wish they also threw the Hapasai Fire Burst storyline in this as well. Because quite frankly, that's another one that I hate. How about the Hapasai Mold Burst? Just keep throwing everything we hate about Hapasai in there. I'm not a big Hapasai fan, and the less you show of him, the better. As for me, well, I'm going to make myself scarce now. So I guess I'll see you coming up. We're halfway done the season. 3 live streams in. That means we got 3 more to go. So until then, bye.